Nice, boys. Easy.
Well, boys, they did it, dude. Apes has done it. Apes got world first Ragnaros, and it was fucking easy. What day is it today? The game's been out. Well, actually, the game's been released for 5 days. 5 days, 1 hour for Ragnaros to die. Easy, easy's fucking boss of all time. Anyone who thought it was gonna take more than a week, it was on meth. Let's just say that. And Apes did it, baby. They got him. Private server gamers won again. And I don't think Method was actually. I don't know if they were trying for world first. I can't remember what they said, but it's fun to bully them and pretend. So not only did Method get blown out world first 60 by a bald gnome Joker who abused Laren, but we'll talk about that later. And he only did it for the last 3 levels, and I don't blame him. Like I wouldn't be mad at him anyways. Like he used the fucking shitty mechanic Blizzard put in, but that's besides the point. We'll get stay on topic here. Not only did they get blown up by a gnome, but they got blown up by an entire guild. An entire fucking guild of gnomes and dwarves. And one night elf because druid. They want a battle res and like battle res thorns and mark of the wild. That's the only reason the druid's there. Because druids are shit otherwise. One night elf and a bunch of gnomes, which gnomes are kind of let's just say gnomes are a bit crikes, a bit yinge, and a tad blue pilled, but dwarves, on the other hand, dwarves are fucking alpha males, so gotta respect the dwarf. And Method did it, or and Apes did it. So there you go, 5 days in. But with that being said, I wanted to talk about my classic. I wanted to talk about some of the anecdotal things I thought about classic WoW, like while I was leveling. I'm level 42 right now. I'm stuck in queue, as I'll show here, but other than that, I've been getting up at 7 a.m. every day, just fucking gaming all day. Didn't have to work this week. Well, I did, but I just said, hey, I'm not working Wednesday, Thursday, fuck you, shit. And I'm not working, so level 42. Did that fucking shitty dungeon cleave thing from 32 to 40 in SM, mainly to get all our people geared up. But once that expired, I wanted to blow my brains out. So yeah, we just stopped, and I'll talk about that later. But I wanted to go over my thoughts on Classic so far. Just keep in mind, this is almost entirely like just I didn't spend time looking up data because I want to play more Classic WoW when it's out. So that obviously indicates that I'm having a good time, having fun playing with the homies, playing, the lads, and yeah, just all around pretty good time. But there are some issues and there's some shit that I'm really not happy with. But I mean, that's besides the point. Nothing's perfect. And I think they could have done a lot better. I think they made some really short-sighted mistakes, especially with regards to the servers and layering in general. That's where my main gripes stem from, but I guess we'll start getting into that. But just keep in mind, I don't have any data comparing like retail vanilla versus not classic WoW, blah, blah, like I don't have any fucking data. So this is all just my perception from playing on private servers for a couple years now, and then playing a lot of WoW Classic, like fucking 16 hours a day. So one thing, like here's one thing that I won't label as pro or con because I mean if it's I would say it's a pro if this is how it worked, it's good. I mean I've noticed elite mobs that are red or orange take way less damage than they do on private servers. Like we were doing an RFK. I was like level 25 or something or 26, and there was a 32 mob, and I was hitting him for about 1 to 5 damage with a max like weapon skilled axe as an orc. Fucking 1 to 5. Like it is insane how much. And I mean, I'm not complaining about that. If that's a good thing, I guess. If that's how it was, like it makes sense to me. Fuck yeah, like I'm happy about that. I just know that's a big thing. So I was wondering if that would I guess that makes hit rating and weapon skill even more important than it is on class or on private servers, which I guess we kind of already figured out, being that allegedly Oryx axe ratio is worth about 3% hit as opposed to 2 or 1 that it was on private servers. So it's a big fucking like deal. That's why I went Orc, dude. I actually kind of regret it now. I wish I stuck with the troll red mohawk, but dude, the 3% hit. And dude, I was getting flamed. I was getting flamed, so I just wanted to min max just so I could fucking like outcompete them and fucking shit on them, which we have in every single all four of our engagements. All four engagements against the 77 click has ended in a fucking bloodbath with us being alive. The only time I was dead, I pulled like 10 pirates with my I'm leveling with a priest. I pulled 10 pirates with, and then all of a sudden here comes Josh 10 out of nowhere over the bridge, frostbolted me, and Jake and Fields come in. Dude, that was the only time. That's the only fucking time. And then I rezzed and I mauled Fields and then we camped him for a good 10 minutes before Josh 10 ran away and fucking we just decided to let him go. And I don't like camp. That's the only time we camped him for a little bit, but fuck you, Josh 10, Jake, and fucking Fields. You guys are fucking shit. You got owned. But anyways, besides that, back to the main talking point here. The pros I've noticed of Classic is that the charge and the majority of the scripting is actually quite nice. Like barring some issues I'll talk about when I go to the cons, like when you charge, it feels really nice. It's not, it's just smooth. The pathing is great. The mobs like are actually using abilities a lot. It feels really, really nice. Like the game feeling official, and like like I played Netherwing, right? And then fucking 7 months later, Classic's out. I'm never gonna play that server. Maybe do a Zola Man when it comes out in fucking 5 months from now. But other than that, I'll never play it again. But leveling and progressing your character on Classic makes it feel like better and it feels more permanent, more important, which I'm very happy about. Leveling with the homies is always fun. I got my pocket priest Sunny making the dumbass troll fall damage noise 24/7 and got the fucking just the click, dude. The Gummy's legs click, except we're on Netherwing, we're called nice. Or we're not Gummy's legs, we're on Herod, we're called nice, but we ain't nice. Let's just say that. Um, but yeah, like the game on Twitch opening day had 1.2 million views. 1.2 million views, dude. That's insane. Just proves that MMOs aren't dead. Like, it's a massive craving, dude. We need a good MMO. And Classic WoW is a good MMO, but I'm saying like this and OSRS is old school. This and OSRS, Classic WoW and OSRS could potentially or it paves the way for other companies to maybe like invest massive amounts of money into the MMO market again because obviously these two games have proved there is a giant market for old school MMOs. But besides the point, overall like I'm very happy with Classic, but like I'm a guy who's very negative. I'm just a negative person. I'm always negative. Like if something's pro, to me it doesn't matter. Like it's good, like who cares? It's a good thing, so I'm not going to talk about it because it's good. Like there's nothing to complain about. But if there's something to complain about, I'm gonna fucking be relentless and I'm gonna bitch about it over and over and over. And I can't put aside like some bad things. Well, I can, but I'm still gonna even if it's a minor inconvenience and I can ignore it, I'm still gonna complain about it because the game could be better. And with that, I'm gonna fucking start complaining. So if you just don't complain. Oh my God, we got classic and now you're complaining. If you think like that, honestly, you should be put into a wood chipper. But anyways, what I want to say is spell batching is like I don't even know, dude. I don't fucking know, dude. Spell batching makes me cringe my pants. Like every time that shit I see that shit, it's just awful. Like it just feels like there's a permanent 1 second like lag on everything you do, including like crafting and shit. Like it doesn't even. It just feels like every action you take has a half a second to 1 second just pure delay. Like you taunt something, 1 second later, oh, I got taunted and it comes back. Was that? I don't know. I may be wrong, but I don't think that's what it was like in vanilla. I don't find that very entertaining. Like I think it's pretty dog shit. Not gonna lie. I think the batching needs to be tuned way down. I don't know how they're gonna fix it. I don't know how it's gonna be good, but I'm just definitely not a fan of that spell batching. I think it's literally arbitrarily forced into the game and it doesn't improve anyone's experience of anything. Everyone hates it. No one likes that shit. Why are we simulating 2004 dial-up internet on Windows XP from like fucking from your mom's basement who had a Windows XP from two or a 2000 computer in 2004, so the computer was a piece of shit. Like, why are we simulating this type of gameplay? No, that's not fun. I don't want to fucking feel like I'm lagging. So yeah, spell batching needs a fucking fix. That's for sure. Like, there's been times where, like, I swear you get healed, like your healing animation will go off, and then 1 second later, oh, the heal goes off. Like what the hell is that? It's shit. But anyways, uh, second of all, I think a huge issue with the game right now is the dungeon cleave, and I may be completely ignorant on this, but I cannot. I swear on my life, they're using pre-patched TBC values, like when it was vanilla, but they pre-patched before TBC was released. I swear on my life, there's no way dungeons and gave this much XP. Like you just fucking run through them with 5 to 10 people, mash them. Like how is this fun? How is this classic? How is sitting in a dungeon from like even level 32 to 60 with Wind Fury and fucking meat cleavers, whirlwind axe or not whirlwind axe, but Ravagers just spinning around just cleaving stuff, blizzarding, pulling the whole dungeon with an Aya Kilrog and AoEing it down with 8 mages and 2 priests or some crazy nonsense like this. It completely ruins the game. I'm in STV for 8 hours. I see 8 alliance, and 3 of them were the 77 click that also hates dungeon cleaving, so they're going out of their way to avoid it, even though we know it's slower. Like I dungeon cleave 32 to a 40. It's fast. It's broken. And I'm like, you know what? This is a piece of shit. My brain's gonna melt. I'd rather just fucking bash my head into the wall than do this one more second. I'm going out in the world and I'm questing and I made it a point to just slaughter every person I see and I've done that. I don't care what level they are. I'm slaughtering them because I'm so starved for some PvP from this stupid ass like dungeon cleave that everyone my level is in a fucking dungeon cleaving it, and not only that, anyone who's not is on a different layer. Like I was watching Jake stream. Oh, he sees a night elf druid. He kills him once. He goes up top, does a quest, comes back. Oh, there he is. Oh, wait, the druid's layering. He gets layered away. He got invited to a new layer, so he went gank. That's the kind of shit exactly the kind of shit that we knew would happen. And I'm sorry, but I do not buy that layering was needed. Like Joker, the world first mage, abused layering in front of 300,000 people. He only did it for the last 3 levels, but like I said, I don't blame the guy. It's Blizzard's fault. You can't be mad at him for abusing this shit. It's just broken. It's a broken mechanic. It should never have been put in the game. It wasn't needed, and I'll get into why I don't think it was needed. And I know some people are just gonna say, "Oh, would you queue time?" Well, first of all, like there's already queue times anyways. The queue times stem from Blizzard releasing like three East Coast PvP servers on NA, and now there's what, like fucking 10? Like why didn't they just announce 10 at the or like 10 at the start and allowed guilds to plan out exactly where they're going on certain servers instead of just making every guild plan for 3 servers? Oh, Brazil takes one, 2 servers, and then oh, these 2 servers are fucking oh, one's a streamer server, so we have Herod, and then like so Herod is going to be a massive headache, and then they release Scarum and Stalag, and those servers are bigger than Herod now because so many people from Herod said, "Oh, we got to re-roll," and now those servers are bigger. Like, if Blizzard just gave people more servers when they announced the initial ones and allowed people to plan, people would have spread out much better. I think they underestimated the amount of people that would be playing this game, and I think that's a huge um, short sighting on them. And like even if they did underestimate it, why did they have to be so conservative? How is what they did here better than just merging servers or using layering to create sub servers on like Herod? So you'd have Herod 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would be like layered, and you had your home layer, and that each layer was like fucking 5K or something, and eventually they just merge the layers, and I mean maybe there's a 10K queue or something, but people are gonna drop off, so that's fine. And if like that would have been much better than what we have now. Like, this is ridiculous. How are they ever going to remove layering now? They have like apparently there's 30K people playing on Herod concurrently. How do you get rid of layering? Like what are you going to do? What are you going to tell people when they have their guilds and their friends and they're all playing and then you remove layering for phase 2? What do you tell people? Fuck you. Like you're going to have to transfer, you're going to have to wait 20K queues. Like they just like the argument that merging stuff or using layering to do server merges was going to ruin communities, it's the communities are already ruined. Guilds have already disbanded from half of the members rerolling on other servers, and they're going to be ruined when they remove layering and there's more queues. Like it's just, and they're going to offer server transfers. They just ruined like so much. It caused so much headache, and it wasn't needed. Like I'm sorry, I'll never buy it, no matter how many times you try to tell me that layering was a necessary fucking evil. It wasn't. Layering was not necessary, and it's a result of, I think, the entire purpose, the entire fucking purpose of layering was just because they have their cloud server infrastructure, and that's it. Like they don't have they don't have hardcore servers. Besides that, like everyone knows how I feel about layering. Well, I mean, you probably don't, but I don't even know if anyone's gonna watch this far. But like, I'm not changing my position on that stuff. And then the next up, there's a stupid mouse bug. Like you fucking like 1 in 4 times or so, you go to mouse turn, and all of a sudden it's like like your camera spins around 60 times. Like I don't know why is that a thing. But anyway, like I just want to mention that. But basically, that's kind of the gripes I have for now. And yeah, I'm overall having fun. But like I said, some of these fucking decisions are completely retarded. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm gonna extra deep out of here later.